What is up, everybody? It's your boy CrazyMaze98, aka Nicholas Morales, founder of the EHGCommunity, and here's another Is It Worth Playing from EHGCommunity. Today we're gonna take a look at Gunvolt Chronicles Luminous Avenger IX or X, and we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this game here and to see if it's worth playing. So I looked this up, and it's another Gunvolt game. It's part of the Gunvolt series, and with that, it's sort of like, if you don't know what Gunvolt is close to, like, you know, the creators of things like Mega Man ZX or Mega Man Zero, or, you know, Mega Man ZX Advent for, like, you know, the DS and the Game Boy Advance. And with that, you know, it is close to similar to that game in design, but, you know, in gameplay it has somewhat of a little twist. So what we're gonna do is take a look at if this game is worth playing. So we're gonna start a game right here. We're gonna go and check out the data here. As you can see, I do have certain things done. Like, I already finished like certain parts of the game already. So let's go to my second file and let's check this out, because we started a brand new game on the second file. Okay, so if you see, this is like the main menu. This is like the main hangout. You have like a hangout with people, with like little kids that are actually part of a thing, of like a whole entire group of people that were casted out from the actual society. Like, there are two types of people in society. There are the Advents that actually were born with special abilities, and two regular people who have no abilities. I think they're called the Luminous. And with that, you know, you hang out with a group of them, you speak with them, and then you have a connection with them, which does things like increase your ultimate, which is, you know, right off the spot, like you're, like, you know, a thing that, you know, I should be showing you instead of telling you. But the thing is, the actual connection with the people that you actually speak with, you know, in this game, especially when you hit talk, increases the ability of where you know, if you were to die in a actual level, then you get resurrected by your actual partner, which is named Lola. Now, with that, you got your missions. You got your regular missions where you can go ahead and, you know, set up for, you know, different levels. And if you see by the mission names, there are 4 slots right there. Like, it looks like I would say a horizontal directional button. And with that, those are emblems that you have to find within the mission. Now, those 4 emblems are gold, and with that, they give you a little bit of a boost in money. So, with that money, you can buy different things, like a little bit of, I would say, a little bit of a boost in certain items here. You could double your lock on, like change your excuse me, and add extra bullets, and I'll show you those in a minute. And you know, it gives you all different types of perks here. So, like, it's like you go ahead and do all these levels, you earn money, and you get these type of perks that will benefit your character, or they will handicap your character. Also, you got the basic missions, you know, the weapon shortcuts and everything, the button configuration, and you have the ability to return to the title. So let's go to let's go to an actual a mission right here, which is the city slum. So you already set it up. The kudos is, I believe, difficulty. You have cautious, you have gutless, and then you have fearless. So let's go ahead and do regular. Cautious was regular, and you have a jukebox of music for different songs. So those songs you can unlock, and those songs you can do with by, you know, I would say, doing the missions and doing the boss levels and doing something special within those missions. So now let's go and engage into the mission. Now, the artwork, as I said, if you look at it, it is based off like the same artists who did things like Mega Man ZX, Mega Man ZX Advent, Mega Man Zero, and it's actually pretty cool. I actually like this type of artwork. It's somewhat of an anime style artwork, and I would say like a chibi style artwork. Not really, but it's really great of an art style that I actually want to try to get into. And with that, you know, you see like amazing things like, you know, the design of the characters here. Like this is Lola, one of the characters, and you know, all this design, especially set up where you have like the 8-bit look with it, with that cool art style. Actually pretty cool. So as you can see right here, you have different abilities. Like these flying like orbs around you are based off of Lola. Now Lola can help you in battle. Now you have your basic attack with the gun, which is the regular action button. Like for me, I'm playing the Nintendo Switch version, so it would be the Y button. You have the top L trigger, or the top L button, and then it gives you a dash. And now with that actually helps out, and you know, with being a little bit faster and with engaging enemies. Now here's the thing that I didn't like about the game, is that the dashes are limited, especially based on how much of the bullets that you have, and they're called bullets, which are right at the bottom left. Excuse me. And with the bottom left, if you use them all, you are not able to dash that well to be able to you know, get around the actual area. Now here's the thing, with the dash, it is probably the most used button that in this game that you're going to be using, because with this you could be able to dash into enemies and actually lock onto them to do major amounts of damage, and especially do large combos where you actually can just gain a lot of points here. Now here's the thing, the bullets also do something called pervasion. Now the pervasion actually helps you, you know, dodge certain attacks and certain moves that are done by enemies or bosses here and there. Now the pervasion is also based off the bullet system, which makes the game a lot more difficult and a lot more frustrating, because when your bullets are completely gone, then that means your then you know, your pervasion is gone, and your dashes are, especially the ones where you could bump into people like that, are gone, and you won't be able to do like combos and gain more points out of it. Now as I said, that's the combination that I do not like about this game. But otherwise, when you actually get used to the system, it's actually pretty well balanced. I actually like you see right there, I messed up, which was a major thing. You gotta be very careful with that. And the thing is, with that dodging system, it's actually very balanced, especially when you get to a boss battle and trying to dodge the main attacks. But the issue with that is that things like a dash and a system where you actually have to use the same bar or the same type of items or the same amount of bullets to keep yourself alive is very, very irritating, especially when you have to use a constant dash, especially for games like this, to be able to dodge specific attacks. Now especially for here, you have to use things like a dash to get to certain areas, but if you don't, you can also do things like the basic wall jump, which is, you know, legendary in things like Mega Man. Now we just picked up a gold emblem. Like if you get 4 of these gold emblems, then you have the ability to be able to get a bonus in regards to, you know, your score. And with that, you could also you could set up Anthem mode. Excuse me, because I'm doing this off the dome. Which Anthem mode is a boost in your power, which is like it's called like I would say a music theme or a music mode for characters named Lola, which Lola will transform, and then in the process of that, Lola will give you a boost in things like your dash and the abilities like that she has. Like if you press now the A button, Lola's ability right there is to do like a type of shock. You can also activate this ability by dashing and then pressing the button that, you know, is meant to do her ability, and it will do the ability on the actual locked on character. Now there's certain things about this game that I do not like. As I said, I don't like how this game relies on the dash, but then the dash tends to be a bar. That's something that kind of throws me off, because of the fact that, you know, you have to earn a certain amount of money to extend the bar, but then you also have to do things like, you know, be very careful of like who you're attacking with the bar and everything, or how much bullets you have. And it can be very irritating on the fact that, you know, there's so many aspects of this game that rely on the bar, and especially like how I'm doing damage here and there. As I said, how I try to stay alive, how I try to do damage to an enemy. It can tend to be very annoying, and things like that could literally lead to the game being a lot more difficult. But it also does provide a challenge that a lot of gamers do like, which, you know, a lot of gamers do enjoy a lot of challenge. This is actually well known, I think, within the Gunvolt series. And with that, you know, I guess I just have that personal trait about it, because I thought it would be like a classic Mega Man game, but it's not really that much of classic. It makes it feel like the Mighty 9 series, where you also have to rely a lot on the dash. And I cannot believe I'm making that type of reference, because I hate Mighty number 9. And with it, it's actually pretty annoying where the dash is like this, but then I have like this dash in the air that is limited. Like, this is my regular dash. This is my dash without the use of the bullet system. But when in the air or actually trying to hit an enemy, it's done with you know, the bullet system. Now, to be able to reload the bullet, luckily you have to press down on the D-pad. Now you have to press down on the D-pad, and that could be a pain in the ass too, because now with that, you know, being able to dodge in the air, if you hit down, you're actually just hitting the floor. You're actually doing like a ground pound, and that can mess you up in gameplay. So that is also another reason why I don't like the combination of that. Now, when you're at the end of a level, you could go ahead and dash into that door, and you have to try destroying it to be able to move on to the next level. Now, that little red symbol that I picked up, that is to be able to increase my health or restore my health. And with that, it's, you know, like somewhat of a health pickup. Now, if you see on the top left, you have the actual health bar, which is in white, and then there's a blue bar. And then on top of the health bar is your actual score that you get within the whole level. Now, the blue bar actually depicts how much energy you have using Lola's special ability. And now, within using Lola's special ability, if you use that too much, it will decrease the bar, and you have to wait until it actually reloads. Now, let's go on, and then you'll see a lot more of the actual gameplay, and then you'll see a boss battle. As you see, like, as I said, it's a futuristic look. As you see, it's more of like a Mega Man type look character. I love this design. I love this anime type design. As I said, it still reminds me of the ZX game, which I played heavily on the Nintendo DS, and it's something that I actually bought, which was actually a pretty good price. You know, on the other stores it was like $15. It was, you know, a good price. There's a collection that is almost $40 with a bunch of games, and you know, it's actually part of a whole entire collection here. Like, if you see with me taking damage, I actually took 2 of my bullets away. And with that, it's a major pain in the ass where I actually have to use those bullets to be able to get away and to do some major damage to the character. Now, I can do it without using the bullet system, but it will be a lot more slower, where a lot of people will get a lot more frustrated, and it will take a lot more time. You know, especially where you want to get through these levels, especially with using the system, where the system is the major use of this game, where the system is something that you're gonna be probably using more than the gun, you will literally just be a little bit disappointed on the fact that if you want to try to go ahead and use it, you have to use the bullet system, and it will be a pain in the ass to do so when the boss is attacking you and you have to reload. So with that, you know, we met the main characters, which lead us to the base and everything. And you know, I'm just going through the cutscenes, which the cutscenes are amazingly well. The voice acting is done in Japanese, which is also pretty cool as well. It makes it feel like, you know, an anime and an actual like story with that. It feels like more like you're watching like something like on Crunchyroll, or you're watching something like of an anime show that is like, you know, pretty famous. Like for me, I like watching certain anime shows with, you know, the subs, not the dubs. So that's another thing that I like about this game, especially with the cutscene and the voices. Now that's pretty much it for the game. Otherwise, the story I don't want to get into it because a lot of people would probably want to figure out the story for themselves. This game was $14.99, pretty damn good price for a regular game. This was a game that was part of the Gunvolt series, whereas the Gunvolt series is on the Nintendo Switch and probably PlayStation, Xbox, and also Steam. With the Gunvolt series, I think altogether it was $40, and then this game is $15 on the side. I would highly recommend this. I would give this game around, I would say, an 8 out of 10, or probably like an 8.5 out of 10 at most. Reason being is because it does benefit things like from the artwork. The story-wise, especially from how far I've gotten, is absolutely amazing. The gameplay is great, very challenging, very fast-paced, and, you know, very, you know, I would say very Mega Man type-ish. But the reason why it's not a 10 is exactly what I said: the bullet system, the bullet gauge, which tends to make the game a lot more difficult and the game a lot more frustrating. Besides that, everything else seems to be great. I would recommend this game for those who do like the game, or who are fans of the Gunvolt series, especially where this is like, I believe, a side story. And I would also recommend this to Mega Man lovers as well. But thank you guys for watching this video. We're going to continue on from another time with another video with probably another game. But definitely subscribe to the EHG community. Definitely turn on your notifications when we get new streams and new videos set out. Definitely join us on our Facebook group or Discord channel. Make sure to check out our merchandise, subscribe to our moderators, and support our sponsors. But this is your boy, CrazyMaze98, aka Nicholas Morales, founder of the EHG community. And stay tuned for another episode of Is It Worth Playing?